Another three-pointer, and that is Leslie Van again. Van with two long three-pointers. There's a three-point shot by the Warriors. That doesn't go. Van now with 6 points in the game and a 4-point Quaker lead. Stolen away. Stolen inside on the dribble drive and blocked, but we got a whistle. That's Julia Downing on the dribble drive, but a whistle. Fouled before. Nope, fouled. Let's see. Yes, fouled before the shot. Fourth team foul on the Quakers. Tanisha Parnell set to check back in. Out on top. Pythia Hiller. 2-point shot that time. That goes. That's Postula. Carissa Postula with a bucket. The lead is 2. And we got a whistle. A whistle. And that's going to send Lydia Wilson to the line. The lead is 2. Quakers by 2, 12-10. And Wilson at the free throw line. Lydia Wilson bounces the ball. She has 5 in the game. Make it 6. 13-10. The lead is 3. Quaker lead is 3. Like I said, Quakers looking for their first PIL win. These two teams met on January the 6th. Warriors came away with a 61-41 win. Wilson eyes the basket. Second shot on the way. Bounces around, doesn't go. Rebound, Warriors. Warriors trail by 3 with 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. Tanisha Parnell. Parnell sends it all the way cross court to Postula, and she steps out of bounds. Carissa Postula stepped out of bounds, and it'll be Quaker ball. Quakers look for some help. Get it to McKinney. McKinney dishes off in the lane. A shot blocked. Blocked by number, well, let me see here. Number 33. Elise Anderson at the line. That shot goes. Quakers first shot, that goes. Eyes the basket, second shot on the way, and that goes. Tina Lamb, 2 free throws. The lead back to 5, 15-10. 49 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. A shot for 3, that doesn't go. Elena Mott fight for the rebound inside. Quakers come down with it. McKinney ahead. That's Lydia Wilson. Wilson works her way inside, and we've got a whistle and a foul. Wilson going to the line again. Wilson with 5 points in the game. Again, the lead is 5, 15-10, 33 seconds left to go here. First quarter, Wilson eyes the basket, front iron. Not good. Wilson bounces the ball low, eyes the basket, sends a second shot on the way. That goes. Wilson now with 6 in the game, and the lead is 6. 16-10. Tanisha Parnell lobs inside to Matt, back out to Parnell. Parnell baseline, and we got a blocking foul, I believe. We got a blocking foul, and we'll go to the line. I'm sorry, we'll inbound the ball. Long shot by Parnell, that does not go. Quakers to inbound the ball. 9 seconds on the clock for the first quarter. Leading 16-10, inbound the ball. Cross-court pass. They look for help underneath. Look at the clock, 2 seconds, gonna have to get a shot off, and they don't. Quakers don't get the shot off, but that is the end of the first quarter. Our score at the end of the first quarter, Franklin 16, Cleveland 10. I'll recap the scoring for you quickly. For the Franklin Quakers, Lydia Wilson leads the scoring. Well, actually, Lydia Wilson has 6 on a basket and 3 free throws. Leslie Van has 6 on 2 3-pointers for 6 points. Tien Lam with a couple of free throws. She has 2 points. And Ariana McKinney has 2 points. For the Cleveland Warriors, Grace Pythia Hiller has 2 baskets, one of them a 3-pointer and a free throw for 6 in the game. Carissa Postula has a basket for 2, and Tynesha Parnell 2 free throws for a total of 2. So 6 for Pythia Hiller, 2 for Postula, 2 for Parnell, and that's our score at the beginning of the second quarter, 16-10. Franklin leading. All right, we're back ready to start the second quarter. We're just underway. Quakers lead by 6, 16-10. Huge game for the Quakers, looking for that first PIL league win. Warriors with the ball. Michaela Yee in the game. Postula with the ball, back to Yee. Yee. Parnell, Tynesha Parnell drills a long 3-pointer. Parnell now with 5 in the game. And the lead is 3, 16-13. Quakers down court. Ball knocked out of bounds by, well, I thought it was off of Elena Matt, but she managed to knock the ball off of Ariana McKinney. So it will be Warrior ball in backcourt. Warriors, Yee. Postula looks at the basket, decides to go cross court to Parnell. Parnell inside, Matt, the turnaround jump shot. Elena Matt with a bucket, her first of the game. And now the lead is 1, 5 straight points here for the Warriors. 7:07 left to go here in the first half. A 1-point lead. Ball tipped around, Quakers come down with it. Wilson, the shot from the corner, a long, high arcing shot, not good. And we got a foul in backcourt. Elena Matt comes down with the ball and she's fouled. And so the Warriors will inbound the ball. Postula will inbound underneath the basket. Michaela Yee back to take the inbound pass. Bring the ball up court. 6:51 left to go in the first half. Michaela Parnell, long cross-court pass to Postula. Postula down to Downing. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Franklin. Warrior ball, the inbound underneath their basket. Inbound, there's the shot off the basket, doesn't go. Rebound, Quakers. Quakers ahead to McKinney. McKinney over the timeline. McKinney underneath the basket, the pass, and the layup missed, but we've got a foul underneath the basket. Well, I didn't see that one, but the referee called a foul. And that was underneath the basket. 16 fouls. Tien Lam at the line, first shot. Doesn't go. Second shot on the way. I'm sorry, that's not Lam. That's number, or I'm sorry, it is. Tien Lam misses both shots. 16-15, still our score. Yee, inbound. Parnell. Yee brings the ball up court. Postula works her way in the middle. Tries to dish, and she traveled. Postula working her way inside in the lane and traveled. A turnover, 16-15, 6:21 left to go, first half. And the Quakers want to take a timeout. Again, 16-15 our score. The score was 16-10 at the end of one, so the Warriors have reeled off 5 straight points here to get this back down to 1. Thanks for joining us here at Cleveland High School, home of the Warriors. Head coach for the Cleveland Warriors, Suzanne Washington. Head coach for the Franklin Quakers, that's Tom McCarthy. The players headed back out on the court. So far in the game, Quakers have hit 3 3-pointers. The Warriors have hit 2. Leslie Vann has 2 of those 3-pointers for the Quakers. Quakers quickly bring the ball up court. Trying to force the pace, cross-court pass, the shot, a high arcing shot short, a rebound, and here comes Posture. The rebound that time. Quakers try to get the ball inside, can't, and Parnell, Tynesha Parnell comes back, gets the ball. Warriors on the top, Parnell for 3, yes, again! Tynesha Parnell now with 8 in the game, and the Warriors have run off 8 straight points to go back into the lead, 18-16. Quakers not scored here in the first 3 minutes of this quarter. On the baseline, McKinney puts up a shot, that doesn't go. And McKinney and the Warriors come down with it. Elena Matt underneath to get the ball back, and the shot underneath there. And a putback by Matt. Her second bucket in the game. She has 4. And a pass too far ahead. Layla Berberich in the game for the Warriors. All right, the Warriors up now by 4, 20-16, and they have outscored Quakers 10-0. A reverse layup, nice shot underneath, and that's to Tynesha Parnell. She now has 10 of the 22 points for the Warriors. Parnell with 10. The lead is 6, and again, just to remind you, that's 12 points in this quarter for the Warriors. Quakers have yet to score. As a result, they've fallen behind by 6. 22-16. 4:38 left to go here, first half. Parnell with another long shot, bounces around, doesn't go. Rebound inside. Berberich, and stolen away. Stolen away by Ariana McKinney. McKinney down court. Quakers work the ball, a long 3-point shot. Yes! And that is Leslie Vann, her 3rd 3-pointer. She has 9 in the game. Another long 3-pointer from the other end, that doesn't go. Quakers with the rebound, and they now trail by 3, 22-19. Lydia Wilson coming down the court, and she's fouled by Parnell. That is the first foul on Tynesha Parnell. And the Warriors want to take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. 4:03 left to go in the first quarter. Our score, Cleveland Warriors 22, the Franklin Quakers 19. Leslie Vann has hit 3 3-point shots from way outside. She has 9 in the game. For the Cleveland Warriors, Tynesha Parnell has a couple of 3-point buckets, a 2-point bucket, and 2 free throws. So she has 10 in the game. The only player so far in double figures. Berberich, Downing, Yee, Pythia Hiller, and Parnell in the game for the Warriors. At the free throw line, Lydia Wilson. Wilson already has hit 3 free throws in this game. She's 3 of 4. Bounces the ball, eyes the basket, shot on the way. No, front iron. misses the front end of the one-on-one. And here come the Warriors. McKinney back out on top. Yee wants to shoot the three-pointer, bounces high, doesn't go, fight for the rebound, the putback. The putback was by Downing, and she's fouled. And she's going to go to the line shooting two. Julia Downing. Downing, a sophomore. First shot on the way, bounces around, rolls in. 23-19, Warriors lead by 4. Second shot on the way, it goes. Downing with 2 in the game. And the lead is 5, 24-19. Quakers. And we had a foul. And that foul is going to be on Grace Pythia Hiller. One and one. And let's see. Van at the line, and I'm sorry, that was Christina Trang at the line, missed the front end. From the corner, Postula for 3, that doesn't go, fight for the rebound, Downing has it, and Downing doing a great job of getting position underneath the basket, draws another foul underneath the basket. Christina Trang, this is her second personal foul. At the free throw line, Downing, she'll be shooting the 1-and-1. 24-19, 3:34. Downing hits the first. Warriors lead by 6 now, 25-19. 15-3. Warriors have outscored the Quakers here in the second quarter. And Downing gets the second. She now has 4 in the game, all from the line. Quakers over the timeline. Quickly, McKinney in the corner, looks around. McKinney out on top. That's Van, and she's been deadly from the outside. Shot from the side, and that goes right from the baseline. That's Lydia Wilson with another bucket, and she has 8 in the game. 26-21, 3 minutes left to go. There's a shot by Tynesha Parnell. The miss, the putback inside, and that's Berberich. Layla Berberich. Berberich, the tallest player on the court, 5'10". She's a sophomore. She'll go to the line. Layla Berberich. First shot on the way, yes. Her first points in the game. 27-21. Sluggish first quarter for the Warriors, but they've shown great action here in the second quarter. McKinney, and she loses the ball out of bounds. McKinney has not yet crossed the timeline, was hounded, trapped right near the timeline, and lost that ball out of bounds. Parnell, long cross-court pass intercepted, and here come the Quakers. And McKinney reaches in and is going to get charged with a foul. And that's going to send Christina Trang to the line. She'll be shooting the 1-and-1. Christina Trang at the line. 2:43 left to go first half. Trang, first shot on the way. Yes, it goes. A little two-handed push shot. 2:43 left to go here in the first half. Trang, second shot on the way, rolls around, doesn't go. Rebound, Berberich. And pressured by McKinney, the ball goes out of bounds off McKinney. Elena Matt will inbound the ball. And now the Quakers are going to pressure the inbound pass. Postula ahead to Matt. Matt breaks the timeline. Back out on top to Postula. Matt's going to drive the baseline inside, works away inside, shot blocked. And blocked again. That time Michaela Yee with the shot block goes out of bounds. It goes out of bounds off the Quakers. Warriors to inbound the ball. 2:21 left to go here in the half. Out on top, Postula. Postula to Lee. Postula looks for something inside, can't get it inside. Shot from the corner, that goes. A 2-point shot. That's a 2-point shot by Elena Matt. She has 6 in the game. Ball goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Quaker ball. 29-22 our score. 2:05 left to go here in the first half. We're at Cleveland High School where the Warriors are taking on the Franklin Quakers. Girls PIL action, league action. And the fans not happy with that call, but it's going to be Quaker ball. Quakers get it in. They look in the corner and a travel. Ken Lamb traveled with the ball. Turnover. And here come the Warriors. 1:59 left to go here, first half. Warriors with the ball. Look in the corner. Tried to lob it inside to get it to Burbridge down low. The little shot, yes! Layla Burbridge with the basket. Put your headset on, join the action. Ashley Williams is sitting with us, and maybe we can talk you into being color for the rest of the game.
I know, right?
Right. Shot from the corner, that's Wilson, it goes. A 2-point bucket for Lydia Wilson, and the lead is through 7, 31-24. Postula drives the lane, puts up a shot, no. And fight for the rebound. Warriors get it back, the shot by, well, we got to fight for the rebound underneath. Elena Matt put up a shot, that didn't go. Put back by the Warriors, and that's Burbridge, and she has the bucket. 5 points in the game for Layla Burbridge. The lead now is 9, 33-24. 23-8. Warriors have outscored Quakers here in the second quarter. Burbridge first free throw doesn't go. And we've got another whistle underneath the basket, and I believe that's going to be a foul on Julie Downing. Julie Downing picks up the foul. And that's the first personal foul on Downing. And that's going to send to the line Ken Lamb at the line. She's made 2 previous free throws. On the way, bounces around, rolls out, doesn't go. 1:06 left to go here in the first half, 33-24. Warriors lead. Lamb, second shot on the way. Yes, she gets that. She has 3 in the game. Warriors, just over a minute left here in the half. Let's see if they want to play for 1 or if they want to go for some more. Lob inside, that's Burbridge. Turnaround jump shot, yes! She now has 7 in the game, all here in the second quarter. And the lead now, the biggest lead of the game, 10. Warriors lead 35-25. Wilson with the ball for the Quakers. Wilson being hounded by Yee. And traveled. Postula to inbound the ball. She'll inbound it to Yee. 37 seconds left to go here. First half. Warriors lob inside. There's Burbridge. We're trying to get it to her low again. And that's what the Warriors have decided they're going to do here in the last couple of minutes of the first half, is get the ball inside. Layla Burbridge, tallest player on the court at 5'10", now with 7 points in the game. Down court, a lob pass ahead, and that's stolen away. Downing quickly down court, 2-on-1. Burbridge to Yee. Yee back out to Downing. And the bucket, Julia Downing. Downing with 6 in the game, 10 seconds, and we got a foul. Lamb at the free throw line, Tien Lam. High arcing shot, doesn't go. 37-25, a 12-point lead here. Second shot on the way, that rolls around, it doesn't go. 37-25, 12-point lead for the Warriors. Postula, Berberich lobs it off inside. Postula with the shot, that's a 2-pointer, rolls around, and a putback by Berberich doesn't go. And that is the end of the first half. Our score here at halftime. Cleveland Warriors 37, the Franklin Quakers 25. Warriors outscore the Quakers in that quarter, 27-9. I'll recap the scoring for you quickly as we go. We'll start with the Franklin Quakers. Lydia Wilson has 10 in the game. Leslie Van, 3 3-pointers for 9. Tien Lam, 3 free throws for 3. Christina Trang, a free throw for 2. And Ariana McKinney, a bucket for 2 points. For the Cleveland Warriors, leading by 10, Grace Pythia Hiller, 2 baskets and a free throw for 6. Elena Matt, 3 buckets for 6. Julie Downing, a bucket and 4 free throws for 6. Carissa Postula, a bucket for 2 points. Tanisha Parnell has 10 points in the game, including 2 3-pointers. And Layla Berberich, who got it going there in the second quarter, 3 baskets and a free throw for 7 points. I know you, Ashley, you didn't get a chance to see much, but I think what you saw was the trend of how this game is going here at the end. Warriors have decided they're going to go big.
Absolutely. The Warriors are just on a roll. I mean, they don't really have to take too many outside shots, it seems like. It's working inside for them.
And I don't know if you were aware or not, Franklin is 0-12 in league action coming into this game. They were hanging tough for a while. They got to come back out in the second half and try to get that same momentum going they had in the first quarter.
Right. I mean, they were sticking right with them, but then it got to a point where they were rushing and just going through it a little bit too fast, and they couldn't get a set offense going.
You're going to stick around for the second half with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break here. We'll come back with about a minute to go before the start of the second half. Again, our score here at halftime. The Cleveland Warriors 37, the Franklin Quakers 25. 1 minute to go. We'll go on the... Welcome back, sports fans. We're at Cleveland High School for tonight's BIL matchup. The Cleveland Warriors, the Franklin Quakers. I'm Dave Hall. Ashley Williams is going to be with me here the second half. And it is a 37-25 Warrior lead. The Warriors trailed at the end of one 16-10, but outscored the Quakers in the second quarter 27-9, working the ball inside. Layla Berberich getting 7 points down low, all of that coming within about the last 2 minutes of the quarter. Quakers did get off to a lead early in this game, and of course they're looking for their first PIL win. You know, it's part of it's psychological. You've lost 12 in a row in league action. You get a lead and then you lose it. Sometimes it's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, you got to stay positive. You can't get in your head about those things because, I mean, you're your biggest critic.
All right, we're underway. Third quarter action. Warriors with the ball. Tynesha Parnell off shot from the side there. That was Michaela Yee. And inbounds, Quakers will inbound the ball. Michaela Lee's uncle is sitting right behind us, and he's trying to offer her support. Quakers with the ball over the timeline. Back out on top. Quakers trying to set something up, go in the corner, and they're going to keep it around the outside. The ball loose, and off in the corner, a shot from the corner for three, yes! Lydia Wilson. Wilson with now 13 in the game. Inside, turnaround shot by Downing. It rolls around and goes.
They're really effective inside. Really effective.
Downing that time comes up with the bucket. And a steal. Tynesha Parnell down and changes hands. Left-handed dribble, right-handed shot. She puts it up and in. Parnell with now 12 in the game. Ariana McKinney, and knocked out of bounds by Julia Wilson. 6:52 left to go, third quarter, 41-27, 14-point Warrior lead. Quakers, that's McKinney in a corner. Ariana McKinney. Underneath, they get a shot off underneath, doesn't go. Rebound inside, it goes out of bounds off the Warriors. Quakers will inbound the ball underneath their own bucket. Way out on top, that's Lydia Wilson. In the corner, the shot for three, high arcing shot. That doesn't go. And the Warriors down court, and the ball goes out of bounds. Ariana McKinney that time, great defense, forced the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover. Quakers to inbound the ball. They inbound it to McKinney. McKinney drives inside, puts up a shot, blocked, but that'll be a foul. When you watch the game, there are some people that are just so smooth with handling the ball. McKinney is one of them. Dribbles well at the line. McKinney with the first shot.
It's important that she makes these free throws because that's one thing that's really going to get them back in the game.
Exactly. McKinney gets them both. 4 points in the game for Ariana McKinney. 41-29. Warriors lead by 12. And the Warriors were foul prone in the first half. See if the Quakers can turn that into some points. Warriors inside, Downing, the turnaround jump shot doesn't go, fights for the rebound. Knocked on the floor, and it comes to the Quakers. Quakers behind the back dribble in the corner and knocked away. And Warriors come down with it and then lose the ball out of bounds. That might be the first behind the back dribble I've seen tonight.
It's been pretty fast, not much handling on the ball.
Tynesha Parnell dishes off in the corner for three. That shot doesn't go. That is Pythia Hiller. Hiller shot doesn't go, and a rebound. Quakers come down with it.
Pretty good stop defense.
Down the lane, dishes it off the shot. Yes, uses the glass. That's number 24, Christina Trang. Her first bucket in the game. She's going to go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. The lead is now 10. Chance for the Quakers to get the lead under double digits. Shot on the way. No, it doesn't go. Rebound inside. Downing comes down with it. Downing ahead to Parnell, Tynesha Parnell. Back out on top. Downing's going to go down the lane. Hops. Scoop shot. Doesn't go. Rebound. Quakers. Quakers work inside off the glass. Yes. Ken Lamb with a bucket. Her first bucket. And the Warriors want to take a timeout as the lead has dropped to 8. The lead was 12. It's dropped to 8. Warriors want to talk this over.
Yeah, it seems like the Warriors came out a little lackadaisical out of halftime.
5:08 left to go here in the third quarter. The lead is 41-33. It was 37-25 at the half. So scoring here in this quarter, 8-4, favor of the Quakers. This is how the game started, the same way the game started. Let's see if we're going to have any adjustments, and we are. Layla Berberich is coming back in the game, number 44, the tallest player in the game, and the one who worked 7 points there in the middle of the third quarter or second quarter. So, just like you said, Ashley, the Warriors are going to go big again.
It was working for them.
Warriors bring the ball up court. Lee is in the game. Parnell, the shot doesn't go. Fight for the rebound inside. Berberich gets it. Right in the game, she makes a difference. She dishes off to Michaela Yee, who gets the bucket. By the way, that was her family behind us.
Fan club right behind us.
Quakers move the ball inside, a shot inside. That was Wilson, doesn't go. And the ball loose on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball. Jump ball, and the possession's going to go to the Quakers. 4:38 left to go in the third. Quakers. Ball goes out of bounds. Quakers will inbound it again. Wilson sends the ball off. A shot, that's a two-pointer. That's Christina Trang. Trang now with 5 in the game. And now the lead is 8 again, 43-35. Burbridge plays a high post, dishes it off. And what an off-balance shot. Fourth foul on Leslie Van. Van has three pointers in the game, so she's going to have to be careful. Grace Pythia Hiller at the line. She'll be shooting 1. Grace Pythia Hiller. Shot on the way, no three-point play. Rebound Quakers. 4:15 left to go here, third quarter. And a travel. Wilson brought the ball over the timeline, but traveled. Warriors. Yee back out on top to Pythia Hiller. Down the lane, shot. McKinney with the rebound and leaves it for Wilson. Wilson's going to bring the ball up court now. Lob in the corner. Quakers send it back out on top. Trang, the lob inside, down the lane, a baseline drive, and a whistle. And the call is going to be against the Warriors. Quakers will inbound the ball under their own basket. 3:43 left to go in the third. Inbound Wilson. Wilson, the dish off. That shot bounces around, doesn't go. Fight for the rebound. Downing comes down with it. Stolen away by McKinney. Lydia Wilson out on top. They're going to set the play up again. Trang, McKinney lobs back out on top. Quakers being very patient. They want to get off a good shot here. Down by 10, 45-35. Stolen away. Postula on the drive, holds up, puts up the shot, uses the glass. Carissa Postula with a bucket. She has 4 in the game. Now the lead is back to what it was at halftime. 12-point lead, 47-35. Quakers. McKinney looks for something inside, can't find it, dishes it off. There's a shot from the baseline, that doesn't go, and rebound Yee. And she's trapped, she needs some help, she gets it. Parnell dishes off to Postula. Yee back out on the top. McKinney looks for help. Postula. Yee in a corner, starts down the lane, puts up a shot, blocked, but she's fouled.
The Quakers are definitely having a tough time deciding on who to stick with on defense.
Quakers want to take a timeout. 2:22 left to go here in the third. Our score is 47-35, a 12-point lead for the Warriors. And although Quakers were cutting into that lead, once they put Burbridge back in the game, once the Warriors went big again, things have kind of changed. The Quakers are trying to double team Burbridge, and that's freed up Julia Downing, and she's got a couple of rebounds camped underneath the basket. The Quakers are going to have to figure out a way to get the big players for the Warriors away from the basket. Boys game coming up here right after this game, and that's a good one. The Quakers are 8-4. The Warriors are 7-4. Both those teams at the top of the PIL standings. And the gym is filling up.
Yeah, it's getting packed in here. Big rivalry game.
At the free throw line, Michaela Yee.
She's been doing a really good job of attacking the basket, as small as she is.
She's listed on the roster at 5'8". You think she's 5'8"?
I'm not even 5'8".
She's listed at 5'8". All right, Yi misses the first shot. Second shot on the way, rolls around, drops through. Yi with a free throw, and the lead is 13, and that's the biggest lead of the game. 48-35. McKinney off in a corner for Wilson, and she loses it. These teams met early on in the season, and the Warriors won that one 61-41. Yi doing a good job of running the point. Parnell in a corner. That's Downing. Parnell's going to take a three. She's hit a couple of them, not that one. McKinney with a good rebound ahead, driving underneath, putting up the shot off the glass, and that goes. And that is Tien Lam. She now has 7 in the game. Yi, Postula back out on top to Lee. Postula with a shot, rolls around, that doesn't go. Rebound inside. Warriors come down with it. Yi gets the ball. Yi and a shot in the corner, that doesn't go. McKinney with a rebound. McKinney doing a good job of getting inside. That's a couple of rebounds on the last 2 possessions.
She's not very big either, so it's definitely her positioning.
High arcing shot. Boy, that's as high as you can shoot the ball. Doesn't go. Here comes Parnell. Parnell quickly down court, moves inside. Can't get a shot away. No, does get a shot away. Rebound inside. Berberich, the putback. That is just a brutal play for the Quakers to defend. 9 in the game for Layla Berberich. And a foul inside. Berberich didn't start this game, but right now she's my vote for player of the game. 48 seconds left to go, third quarter. 50-37 our score.
Let's see how the Quakers' fresh legs kind of help their offense.
The lob back to Berberich. Now she's double teamed. She gets off a turnaround jump shot and puts it down. Now that was an outstanding shot. She was double teamed, turned around and put up the shot off the glass, and she has 11 in the game. McKinney shot blocked by Downing. 17 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Berberich. Downing with a 3-point shot, bounces up, hits the top of the stand, doesn't go. Berberich gets the rebound. 4 seconds. Yi gonna have to get off a shot. She does. It doesn't go. Put back attempt by Berberich, and there's the horn. That is the end of the third quarter. Our score at the end of 3. Cleveland Warriors 52. Franklin Quakers 37. He's running a 1-minute commercial. Ryan is running a 1-minute. We're back. There's a 3-point shot, and that is Grace Pythia-Hiller, her second 3-pointer of the game. She has 9 points in the game, and now the lead is 55-37, an 18-point lead. Lydia Wilson with the ball for the Quakers. McKinney back to Wilson. Well, when you're down 18, you can't sit on the ball. You got to get some shots up. McKinney with a shot. Burbridge with the rebound. And Postula up court. Boy, Burbridge set a nice screen that time. Yee, a shot, rolls around, it goes. Yee now with 5 in the game and a chance for a 3-point play. And now the lead is 20. The lead is the biggest it's been. Yee at the line, a chance for a 3-point play. Michaela Yee, shot on the way, yes. She has 6 in the game and the lead is now 21, 58-37.
The Quakers need to attack the basket. A lot of passing, a lot of patience, but now they need to attack.
Can't throw the ball around the outside. Have got to get inside and get some shots. And they throw the ball away. It'll be a turnover. Warriors to inbound the ball. 58-37 our score. Yee. Matt inside. Turnaround shot. Burbridge. She's double teamed again, and this time she's fouled. She'll go to the line. Tina Van's second foul. And the Quakers want to take a timeout right away. One, I think they want to talk about how they're going to defend Burbridge from now on, because she's very effective at getting the ball even in spite of a double team. The purpose of a double team is to keep that player from getting the ball. And right now, Burbridge is getting the ball down low anytime she wants it.
And with her other teammates making shots, it makes it really tough to decide who to shut down.
11 points in the game for Burbridge. Pretty balanced scoring all the way around for the Cleveland Warriors. Hiller, Yee, Matt, Downing, Postula, Tynesha Parnell, and Layla Burbridge all have scored well in this game. Lydia Wilson, the leading scorer right now for the Quakers, with 13. The lead is 21, 58-37, 6:58 left to go in the game. Burbridge, the first free throw, back iron, doesn't go. Second shot on the way, front iron. Went back iron, front iron, neither one. Quakers get the ball quickly down court and get a shot off. Doesn't go. Rebound inside. That doesn't go. And they go back out on top. They're going to shoot the three this time. No. 3 straight shots at the basket and then a steal. And Burbridge steals it right back down court to Yee. Yee tries to save the ball. And right away I can see the Quakers are going to pick up the tempo of the game. They know that if they're down 21, they got to get shots. They got 3 last possession.
A lot more energy than we've seen in this game already.
Wilson. Inside, Wilson, layup, that doesn't go. No foul, rebound inside. Warriors come down with it. And quickly ahead down court. Pythia Hiller with a shot. And we got a whistle, and that's a travel. I wasn't quite sure if he called traveling or double dribble. There, he called double dribble. Quakers,
Turnovers are killing the Quakers.
The one thing the Quakers cannot do now is turn the ball over, and they just did. 6:08 left to go in the game. Christina Trang checks back in. Parnell to Postula. Warriors going to work a little bit up. Nope. There's a 3-point attempt. Just when I thought they were going to work some time off the clock, Parnell with a 3-pointer. Wilson. Yep, Quaker's going to take the long shot, and there's a 3-pointer. Leslie Van hits her 4th three-pointer. She has 12 in the game, 61-40. This was pretty much the score of the last game. Berberich dishes off on the side. The shot hits the side of the backboard, doesn't go. Postula with a rebound and a shot. That doesn't go. Rebound inside, and now the Warriors are getting all the rebounds. Berberich works inside, puts up a shot, and it goes. And she just muscled her way inside. Going to go to the line with a chance for a three-point play. She has 13 in the game. 63-40, the lead is 23. And Berberich is a sophomore. Watch out, PIL. Rolls around, doesn't go.
She's strong, and she looks comfortable.
63-40, a 23-point Warrior lead. 5:18 left to go in the game. Quakers. There's the shot, a two-point shot, doesn't go, and there's the rebound. And stolen away in a putback, that doesn't go. Warriors finally come down with the ball. Parnell quickly down court. Turnaround jump shot, that doesn't go. Rebound, Parnell gets her own rebound. Sends it out on top, that's Hiller with a three. Pythia Hiller with a three. And she's hit 3 of those. 66-40.
The Quakers are in panic mode.
The lob, and just the thing we talked about. Can't have turnovers, and the Quakers turn the ball over. Before when the tempo was slower, they were making those passes. Now they're throwing those passes, and there's somebody who's already cut. Postula with a shot. Iron doesn't go. Rebound. Quakers. Quakers ahead. And a whistle, and that's going to be a foul. A foul on the Warriors. 66-40. 14-2, the Quakers have been outscored here in the fourth quarter. First free throw, a high arcing free throw. That's Tien Lam. It's good. She has 8 in the game. Lam at the line, bounces the ball on its way. She hits both of them. And the lead is now 24, 66-42. Inside, there's Berberich, double team, but gets a shot off, and she's fouled. She is just so strong that when she wants to get a shot off, she's getting the shot off.
Well, the problem is they are double teaming her, but they need to front her. They need to get in front, and they're just not doing that.
It looks that way to me too. It looks like they're double teaming her, but they're on the sides, and they're just lobbing a pass in front to her. And when she gets the ball, she's just going to get a shot off. Misses, that's 3 free throws in a row she's missed. Ice Basket sends that on the way and missed both those. So she's missed 4 free throws here in a row. Quakers in the corner, the shot off, that's not going to go. Rebound inside, Warriors come down with it. That's Tynesha Parnell. Parnell's going to get another 3. Oh, back iron. And the rebound, and a big collision over there. A collision. That is Elise Anderson. Hits the floor. Let's see, the referee, they're going to call a foul on that play.
Right, foul number 12, Tien Lam, number 4.
Tien Lam with the foul. McKinney's going to check back in for the Quakers. And that is going to send Elise Anderson to the free throw line. She's not yet scored in the game. Doesn't go. Tipped, and it's saved. But McKinney comes down with the ball for the Quakers. McKinney forward, down the lane, a shot, yes, off the glass. And that was Christina Trang. She has 7 in the game.
The lane was wide open.
66-44. There's a turnaround jump shot, rolls around, doesn't go. Rebound, fight inside. Warriors come up with it, and we had a whistle and a foul. Well, no, we got timeout. The Warriors want to take a timeout. 3:23 left to go in this game. Our score, Warriors 66, Quakers 44. And I want to give you the upcoming schedules here for both of these teams. For Cleveland, they will be at Wilson next Tuesday night, the 16th. That's boys and girls. Next Friday night at Jefferson, that's boys and girls. Tuesday night, the 23rd, they will be at Madison, that's boys and girls. And then Wednesday, the 24th, they will be at Benson, and that's the boys only. For Franklin, their upcoming games. On the 16th, they will be at Madison. On next Friday night, the 19th, they'll play Benson at Franklin. And on the 23rd, they'll play Roosevelt at Franklin. That's the schedules for these two teams coming up. All right. I knew I had that sheet somewhere. McKinney, going to inbound the ball. Warriors to inbound the ball. Warriors at Burbridge. It goes off her hands. McKinney knocks it away. McKinney was on a break and stolen away from behind her by Pythia Hiller. Tynesha Parnell. Parnell wants to get off a little one-handed jumper, rolls around, doesn't go, fight for the rebound, comes back out, and Parnell has it again. Warriors just want to take some time off the clock now. 3 minutes left to go in the game. As you know, there's no shot clock in Oregon, so they can run as much time as they want here. Burbridge, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to run a little bit of the clock off. Parnell out on top. Looks, gets help from Pythia Hiller.
Quakers are going to need a steal.
Down the lane, puts up a shot. That doesn't go. Ran about 30 seconds off the clock then. Lots of controversy going on about whether or not Oregon needs a three-point shot or needs a shot clock. What do you think?
I think so.
I think so too.
Speeds up the game, makes it a little bit more exciting.
I did a game there a couple of weeks ago where one team was ahead by quite a bit and went into a four-corner offense and just threw the ball for about a minute. At the free throw line, Pythia Hiller, that doesn't go. As well as Cleveland has played tonight, they've missed a whole lot of free throws. 66-44 our score. Pythia Hiller, second shot on the way, that goes. Hiller, 67-44, a 23-point lead, 2:36 left to go in the game. And stolen away, nice job that time by Julia Downing. Downing ahead to Parnell. Parnell holds it up. Parnell, Anderson, back to Anderson in the give and go, the shot. Elise Anderson with her first bucket in the game. 69-44, a 25-point lead. Another steal. And that steal by Pythia Hiller. Lob inside, Downing, back out to Anderson.
The Warriors have all the momentum right now.
A three-point shot by Parnell. And we're down to 1:50 left to go here in the game. Quakers. Trang out on top. Trang in the corner. That's Lydia Wilson. And that's going to be a steal. Parnell ahead on a breakaway. Pythia Hiller lays it in. Yes. 71-44 our score. 1:25 left to go. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by the Quakers. Trang, McKinney for three, no, iron. Warriors down court.
Expect to see them hold the ball for a while here.
And Parnell and Hiller are going to play catch.
1 minute remaining.
There's the PA announcer, 1 minute. McKinney with a steal. The shot inside, that doesn't go. Warriors with the rebound. 48 seconds left to go here, 71-44. 27-point lead. Parnell. Her and Pythia Hiller are in the backcourt, and they're going to throw it. They lob it inside. Downing. Anderson on the baseline, passes it back out. And here comes Hiller. Pythia Hiller puts up a little scoop shot, and it goes. And the lead now is 29. 21 seconds left to go in the game. No reason to hold the ball now. Might as well put up a shot. And out of bounds.
Looks like a foul.
11 seconds left to go here in the game. We have a foul? Yes, I think we do.
Warriors foul number 15, Jillian Downing, your third 16th foul. Jennifer Lee returns to the Quakers early in the game.
I mean, I think you can tell, you know, it's pretty hard to come back from no conference wins, and we're almost here done with the season, so it's pretty late in the game, and once you're down by 20.
Inbound the ball, 10 seconds left to go on the clock. (73-46). And there it is. That's the end of the game. A win for the Cleveland Warriors. They go to 7-5 in league action. A loss for the Franklin Quakers, and they go to 0-13. A final score 73-46. 21 points there in the fourth quarter for Cleveland, and 9 points for the Franklin Quakers. It was 16-10 at the end of one favor of the Quakers. 27 points in the second quarter for the Warriors, made it 37-25 at halftime. 52-37 the end of three, and 73-46 the final score. I'll recap the scoring quickly for you. For the Franklin Quakers, Lydia Wilson with 13 in the game. Leslie Van with 12, 4 3-pointers. Tien Lam with 9. Christina Trang with 7, and Ariana McKinney with 4. For the Cleveland Warriors, Grace Pythia Hiller, a big second half. She finishes with 17. Michaela Yee with 6. Elena Matt with 6. Julia Downing with 8. Carissa Postula with 6. 15 in the game for Tynesha Parnell. 2 for Elise Anderson. And our player of the game, Layla Biberek, she had a total of 13. All of that coming pretty much last 2 minutes of the first half and the second half. We're just about ready to get out of here. Ashley worked with me tonight. Ashley, your thoughts on the game?
You know, I think it's pretty even there, beginning of the game before halftime, but the Warriors are a strong team, and they have size, and they use it to their advantage.
It's hard to believe the Quakers are 0-13. It looks like they have some potential. On the other hand, the Warriors at 7-5 look like they have they're coming together as a team. I want to thank the people here at Cleveland High School for helping us bring you this broadcast. Thank our producer, Ryan Johnson, our camera people, Deshaun Montgomery and Alva Myers. That's Ashley Williams working with me on the game tonight. We're going to be back with the boys game in just a few minutes. Again, from Cleveland High School, our final score, the Cleveland Warriors 73, the Franklin Quakers 46. Stick around for the boys game. Good night.